So hey guys, today I'm going to show you guys just what I think is a somewhat interesting replay. In this replay though, I have to admit I do make like a kind of misplay, but it's not a misplay with known information. So technically, I would argue my opponent plays worse than me, but alright. So my opponent sets 2, sets this monster, and passes. Right? So I'm going to start with pre-prep. And we're going to make sure we resolve pre-prep. Actually, Ash Blossom, don't care. Okay, so we're going to grab the Vendread Slayer, special summon Tatsu. We'll commit here. Tatsu effect to pop, and then we'll cycle the Memento cards that we need for our combo here. So, yep, Twin Dragon, grab Angwitch. And we have yet to normal summon, I believe, so we're just cycling through our Memento pieces, and now we're going to go into our Vendread cards. Alright, Slayer, and then, okay, they called by our Kudlika combined creation for no reason. Alright, and then we'll go ahead, keep cycling through our Vendread cards. Bang, pop, bow, Vendread Battlelord. Battlelord effect. Well, after we do the search, Battlelord effect. And that's the effect to prevent any monster cards from being activatable, and yeah, now that's just a little bit miserable. So, alright, Droplet. Then we'll go ahead, start resolving some of this. Going to draw 2, discard 2. Well, in a little bit anyways. We haven't normal summoned yet, so we're going to be resolving Herald of Arclight here. And this allows us to special summon our Vendread Slayer, tributing the Ben 10. Ben 10 has no targets anymore, unfortunately. I only play one Diviner. And we already went through Mace as well. So really no targets here. So the really annoying thing is that I draw into 2 pre-preps despite opening pre-prep, so cool. Got my other 2 pre-preps out of the deck. The Zulkin. Set Ravenous Vendread. Special Summon Crystal Wing. Special Summon Core. Set Battlelord. Special Summon the Vendread Executor. So right now my board, well, I have Vendread Slayer and Crystal Wing Synchro. So it doesn't look like much, but right now Vendread Slayer is not targetable because of Core's effect. And this is the only thing on my board that's supposed to be targetable, so therefore nothing on my board is targetable, interestingly enough. So we're going to run that over for battle. And unfortunately, this right here is my one kind of misplay here. The other one you could argue for might be allowing Maxi to resolve, because I wanted my pre-prep to resolve more. I could have maybe made some Memento plays, but they would have all gotten killed off anyways because my opponent set called by, so that's great, I guess. But aside from that, you know, Snake Eye Oak, I could have run that over with the Cross Sheep, and this actually matters. So yeah, we'll just banish Oak. So Flamberge cannot reborn Oak, and then we can't, my opponent can't do like Oak reborn. And I mean, that speeds also interaction here. So, alright. Sync Engine. Special Summon. Yep. Moon. Yep. Jor. Requiem. Yep. Special Summon Lacrima. Yep. Equip here. Onto the... Yeah, for whatever reason. I don't 100% know why they tried to do Equip Fiendsmith Requiem to Lacrima. But I just remembered that I don't really want them to have Lacrima, like, in the graveyard or on the field. So I was pretty okay with this, right? But randomly, my opponent, all of them have been playing Triple Tactics Talents recently, so a bit annoying that we lose the Crystal Wing, and as you can see, it did matter, the attack order, because my opponent would not have had enough life points to special summon a single Millennium monster, so that's something. Well, alright. Backed. Gets... They got cracked at some point or something? Okay. Just cycling through stuff. Whatever. This actually is not interaction. This I can't activate either, because no Memento cards would well, have been destroyed. And then they activate Snake Eyes Doom Dragon to boost Crystal Wing, which is just like a bit random, a bit silly. Doesn't really help them, but they do it. It would have been arguably better not to do that. And they don't have lethal either way here, so my opponent is just really short on time, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, that's not destructible because of Origin, and we have 2 Origins here, so you would need to essentially be able to destroy my Vendread Slayer here 3 times, which they're not capable of doing. So now we get Diabelle's, which or Diabellstar, Snake Eyes Diabellstar here, which could have outed the Vendread Slayer, but they just didn't summon it, I guess. I'm pretty sure they could have, but alright, sure. We're cycling through a few more guys, yep. And Kribo, now all of a sudden we make Underworld Goddess, and also the targets they use to make Underworld Goddess don't fully make sense, I'm pretty sure, right? They also never activated Snake Eyes Flamberge Dragon, which I think it would have been beneficial to just activate in general. Even if you just did it to make Snake Eyes Doom Dragon, just to have an extra body, so yeah. Doesn't fully make sense to me. Whatever. Alright. Special summon Joel and Lockbird with 1-for-1. Okay. Special summon Poplar, Tribute Poplar gives me Linkribo. And now, this situation is kind of awkward. So, yeah. Now, Lacrima returns alongside SP, so we're going to attack into Linkribo with SP. SP effect to banish just Underworld Goddess, I guess, and I can't really do anything about Desiree, but my opponent here makes a misplay. They didn't activate Linkribo earlier. So after or during the SP attacking, they should have immediately tributed the Droll for the Linkribo, and that would have allowed Linkribo to activate its well, actually, wait, is this non-hard word? Wait, it's hard once per turn. Never mind, there was no hope regardless. Oh, yeah. So it's special summon Linkribo, I guess, on top of Droll and Lockbird. For some reason, I thought that wasn't hard once per turn. So technically, the Linkribo thing didn't matter then. All right. But yeah, they definitely should have won this game, but at some point they must have realized a little bit that, you know, my Vendread Slayer, you can't really deal with it. It's not possible. And even if they actually did this, were they going to try to Lacrima burn me for game? What was that what they were calcing for? And then they just miscalced it because I had Origin in the graveyard? Wow. That's sad after Maxi resolving and just having like 20 cards staring at like 1 negate. Isn't that insane? So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.